If you're not giving me an A, give me an F. You giving me the worst grade in the world, worse than an F, is a D. Because with the D, even though we love the D over here, you know which D I'm talking about. But with the D, oh, my coffee looks so good.
It does. Compared to
That don't even look like coffee. That's not even coffee.
The way the whipped cream is running down the side of the coffee,
That is over.
the white stuff is run down the side of my face from time to time.
That looks really good. The
That
coffee
does look
looks
good.
That's my coffee.
It does look good.
If I drank coffee, I would drink that.
That looks like coffee.
Y'all hire clowns as if you were running a circus. So you get a circus and you hire clowns. Anyway, moving on.
Take it from the people who play cards for him. He be cheating.
No, I only cheat on Uno. Only Uno. Only Uno.
Uno, Tuno, Luno, he is a cheater.
Everything.
If you cheat,
See, they said you probably look. He said you probably do
cheat.
cheat. He do.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I'm out of here. Bye.
OnlyFans so that you can look at the longer videos and you can go in the comforts of your own little room at the boarding house, rent it home, grab your little Albaline and smoke it out for as long as you want it, playing it over and over and over, the long videos of Elite's long peen, because you have an infatuation with his long peen. I am certain that at this point you want him to shove his long peen somewhere inside of your body. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
The devil. And the devil
Ah!
was stuck up here. Here he go. Here we go.
Y'all wasn't gonna make me the oldest one on here.
You did not send me a text, a link.
I did.
I do have to
On the
say,
flyer.
Ty, you were in the group chat on Instagram, whatever Instagram that was.
Wait, what? Kenny? Love you down. I don't have no problem with Kenny. I like Kenny. But Kenny girl. Kenny girl. Kenny girl. Kenny girl, we did not think he was nobody's straight. Neither did we think he was nobody's top. At best, verse. If I stretch, maybe if I stretch, I might give you verse top. I'll stretch and give you verse top. But you do know that we had already deduced that you like to have spoons dipped into your sugar bowl, right? We had already. I mean, I don't think there's anybody. Even DeAndre, who professes that he's the top, and Archie, who professes that he's the top, they profess that he's straight tops. You ain't gonna get me to believe that they had a spoon dipped into their sugar bowl every now and then. The least about JG.
Yeah, no, that's a tough one.
That's our kid.
Well, definitely what I like the most about David is
y'all girls need to understand. Girl, you had a bust down. Girl, y'all had a one-night stand. Y'all got drunk one day. Y'all had a one-night stand. It was good that night because you was drunk. Probably if you was sober, you gonna be like, girl, this wasn't even that good. But girl, you was drunk or coked out or a combination of the two of them. Whatever the fuck y'all do down there to the LA. Y'all had a good bust down. It was what it was. You should have kept it moving. Hey y'all, hey. I know. You would think that I think we had a whole extra hour today that I would be my ass ready. I'm ready. I had to get my coffee together. I apologize. Listen, I'm doing the best I can over here. I'm a one-man production team. And producing Silly Saturday takes a 5-man team. And you got to do work of 5 by one man. So listen, hey Rita, I'm here. We coming. God, Lord. Let me clean off this good camera. Let me clean this good camera off so y'all can see me clearly. Can somebody go to the members only chat and tell them that we ready? I'm live for real this time, for real. We finna. I envision that we may not have worthy of an app. I always say. Sorry about that. I don't know why I was gonna start that again, but anyway, I envision, because it's Sunday people like to chill. We may not have the same numbers that we always have, but that's okay. We still gonna have a good time with just a few of us that we have here today. I did not go live on Thursday because I was, preparing to travel. So I said, let me come today and give the people a live, give the people something to latch on to before they start watching the Real House Skanks of Potomac later tonight at other shows. I said, let me give the people what they want. Got to give the people, got to give them what they want. So I'm almost ready. So now one more thing. All right, all right. We might be ready now. We might be ready. Okay. All right. Are y'all ready? Put some shadows in the chat. Let's turn on our lights. Bada bing, bada boom. We're here. What's going on, people? What is up? What is up? What is up, people? What is up? What is up? We are here to do the Lord's work today. Hey, MVN, I'm so glad you're in the chat. I know a lot of times you be working and stuff. You don't get a chance to make it into the chat, but we are so glad to see you here today. It's always good to see you. Oh, also, I want to thank you publicly. I know last week you sent me a cash app, and I don't know if you caught it during the replay game, but I do want to thank you publicly because I know you said something last week. Listen, you know what took me so long today? We got a lot of palate cleansers. So for those of you all who are like our good friend Jason or Tracy C's Bay, I think we almost had as many women in the palate cleanser today as we did men. Almost. Snacks of the day. Why? Because it's Christmas season. I'm already on my third box of these. Judge your mama, don't judge me. I've already eaten 3 boxes. This is two boxes. This is my third box. Don't judge me. Judge your mama. Don't judge me. So that is what we'll be partaking of during our sugar spiky moments today. And yeah, we're gonna make it do what it do, y'all. We're gonna make it do what it do. Oh God. Get up there. All right. So the coffee, let me taste the coffee. It is extra good. You love them too, Montrez? Listen, Montrez, listen, it's a yearly tradition over here. Hey, Tracy C, Volvo, Budgets, Weights, Lemon Kush. Hey, everybody, Lovely 31 Blueprint, Tracy W. I see my Doublemint twins are here. Montrez is here. Hey, bruh. Budgets, Weights. I think I said hey to you, MBN. Hey, everybody. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all so much. Sharice, what's good, my love? Shay B, hey. Y'all come on in. Grab a seat. Now, because it's the weekend and it's not a manic Monday, we can take our time and slow walking today. I know all of y'all not watching football now. Please be not dismayed. Right over there is the TV with the football on silent. So I can still see, what's going on over there with the football. As a matter of fact, I have it on the red zone. So I don't have a specific game on. I have the red zone on, which will give me a recap of all of the scores that happened. Anyway, but we can slow walk this thing today. I've committed myself to going to get me some crabs when I leave here today. Hey, Shady. So I'm gonna get me some crabs when I get off here today to treat myself, have a good time with my crabs. It's gonna be a good day. Please don't forget to hit the like button. That's your first job. You know how when you come to class, you have the little warm-up bell ringer activities or whatever. Baby, I need you to do my bell ringer, which is for you to hit the like button. Stop playing with a real G. Stop playing with a real G. Oh, okay. Anyway, y'all, put a Shondo in the chat if y'all are ready to get this party started. Now, listen, we have been neglected. Hey, Xavier. Hey, Boom. we have been neglecting our regular men on our silly Saturday. You know, we have a set of menses for our silly Saturday that we've gotten used to and accustomed to. And because we've had to do Manic Mondays, we have been neglecting them. But y'all, we got our people, but we got our men's back. Hey, Symmetry, boom. We got our men back, our regular, standard, normal men that we have every Saturday. So we are here for our regular men that we have on Saturday. What's good, Sean? Sean, you still over at C. Roger Wilson? You still up at C. Roger Wilson? Ah, I saw you was at C. Roger Wilson. Lord. Xavier, you were celebrating Sabbath yesterday. Yeah, yesterday was Sabbath for Seventh-day Adventists. Child Xavier wasn't celebrating nobody's Sabbath. Xavier is a whole heathen over there. Oh, you back home? Okay, you got home back an hour ago. Okay. Well, we here. We'll give you a couple laughs while you make it on your way back home. Shout out to Sean. Shout out to a good nuke right there. So listen, y'all. Let's put a hashtag ABC in the chat. It's time for the ABCs. These are stories that we saw where we just was like, a bitch just came. A bitch, I just don't have the energy. Shot, you're gonna have to fill me in on what happened. Cause I got some questions that I hope I'm gonna DM you, Sean, because I got some stuff to talk to you about. Because I need some clarity on some stuff. Because there's still some stuff that we'll talk, Sean. I'm gonna hit you up in the DMs because I got some frat stuff that we need to talk about. So yeah, don't worry. So it's time for our hashtag ABCs. For those people new watching the replay, this is your first time here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming. I'm the one and only L Teddy 27. However, you may not be familiar with how we do our what hashtag ABC means. And for her and for us, hey L Love, hashtag ABCs means a bitch came because a bitch just came. Just came. These are stories that we saw, we just don't have the bandwidth. And y'all know, first up, Xavier. Hey Janae, hey boo, that's our medical expert, y'all. Janae, our resident member of Sigma Gamma Rho over there too. Listen, come to the front, Xavier. Come to the front because you always touting your Gen Z, you know Gen Z and how y'all have good music. Y'all are the reason shit like this happens. It's your generation's fault. The reason that Krishan can have a bill that has any chance in hell of topping Billboard. Y'all are the reason, Xavier. It's your fault. Yep, it's your fault. Blame Xavier. Blame Xavier and his generation. So listen, the headline says Krishan Rock climbs to the top of TikTok Billboard chart with the Blueface diss track. Fuck Blueface. I had to find a new band. We don't care. I promise. Here's the Abby when I need her. We don't care. A bitch came. Where's really be when I need her? Because this falls into the category of shit we didn't ask for. Will, your brand of rap was good for its time, early to mid 90s. Baby, we're not looking for you to rap no more, Will. We understand that you need some way to salvage the limelight outside of the fuck shit that your wife got going on, dragging your name through the mud. But really, you got blackballed in Hollywood for slapping somebody who's talked about your wife and y'all were already separated or on the outs. Like you did that, Will. Baby, Jada said that was the first time you had called her wife in months. So, girl, this was all your own. Will, we don't feel bad for you. You got blackballed on your own free will and accord. Get away from us. Leave us the hell alone. The only thing we want to see from you now, Will, is you have a sex tape coming out with you and Dwayne Martin or something like that. That we may be here for. This right here, you trying to rekindle your rap career, baby. Listen, we're not here for it. He was he was never a good rapper. He was just okay. His best song anybody's ever going to tell you is probably "Summertime." But even then, when that came out, it was just cool. It was a nice little, it was a good song. But we weren't looking to Will Smith to be, our go-to for rap. Let's just be clear. So, so y'all know what that means when I do this, right? Y'all already know what that means, right? Y'all know what that means, right? What do you want me to do with this? I have nothing for you, sir. Nothing. Nothing. I mean, from what I'm understanding, he was one of those people who would sit in the bullpit and castigate and malign. That's our word of the week. Malign the LGBTQ plus community. I don't have the energy. It's too much to unpack here, and I would have to give a shit. Seeing as how a shit is not given over here, we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it the hell moving. Uh, Here's another couple that y'all need to get the fuck off our I get out of the headlines. Please get out of the headlines. And y'all black people love y'all some Kiki Palmer. I had to have this whole argument with somebody, like we've had many times over here when they said Kiki Palmer was an A-list actress. I said, where? On what planet? Because not on planet Earth. You got to have a box office smash in order to be considered an A-list actress. She's never had a box office smash ever. Girl. I mean, we and no shade, but I mean, you're not A-list, sweetheart. I'll give you C. Kiki Palmer might be a C list. I never got the hype either. Budget's weights. She's about a good C-list actress at this point. She's C-list celebrity. She's C-list. You ain't get no notice. It's okay, really B. We here, really B. We needed you earlier because when we was on this ABC, we needed your shit we did not ask for emoji. Okay, girl, but we don't care. Back to football. Listen, really B. I got the football gameplay right there on silent over there, and I'm watching the red zone while I'm doing this. My team has a bye week this week, so I don't feel no kind of way. My 49ers are on a bye week, so I'm all right. Um, we know BravoCon happened this weekend. The whole Nene Bravo Miss Cohen situation. I don't have the energy. I don't. Nobody cares. This shit is old. We do not care. We'll talk about BravoCon in a little bit. If really B's available, it can pry herself away from the game. When I get to that portion, um, when I get to that portion of the show, excuse me, I'll send really be the link, and she could come up and expound on BravoCon. Matter of fact, let me send that to really be now before I forget, just in case she want to come up and spend a few moments with the people to talk about BravoCon. Anyway, but Miss Cohen, Miss Cohen, Lanithia, We don't care. It's never gonna happen. There's irreparable damage done to this relationship. It's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. So let me send this link to really be just in case when we get to the Bravo Con um segment, she wants to talk about that. Let's go in the dossier. Hey Cams, I'm so glad you're here because you seem like you don't want to come to class no more. You do not bring your ass to class no more. I'm just trying to understand. You don't love me no more? What did I do to you? You don't love me no more? That's how you feel, Cams? I ain't did nothing to you. Let's delve into the dossier. Let's go in the dossier. It's not like Andy going to give a straight answer. He probably did the vague PC. He did. He basically said, "Oh well, you never know what anything could happen." Child girl, you hungover, so you can hang out with everybody else except us over here. You can go hang out, get drunk, party, and bullshit, and not come say hi to me. You don't even send me a text more. You used to text me. Now you don't even text me no more. You don't love me no more. You love whatever side nigga you got over there. Fuck him and fuck his life. I'm not bitter. So why y'all ain't tell me about this lady? Why did y'all not tell me? I have plenty of free liquor here. I have plenty of free liquor. When you came, where did we go, Cams? We went to some place to drink, did we not? Hey, Quintessential. Hey, Boo. She need to move on. She need to find herself another career. So y'all ain't tell me about this chick. And this is my beat. Listen, politics is my beat. And not only is she into politics, she's in Florida politics. So this, for those who don't know her, this is the lady they call Tan Mom. Okay? Tan Mom. Yeah. Um, Tracy, I ain't asked you for all of that. We did not ask you to chime in, okay? We did not ask you to chime in, Tracy. You don't know who I text or what I do with my phone over here. And homecoming was one weekend. Um, Cam's every other day is taking a picture at some other spot with a new drink that he's having. Yeah. If I text him, it's gonna be something salacious that I sent him a picture. Anyway, so Tan Mom is this lady named Patricia Krenzel. She is a nominee. Oh, you got a new man? Oh, you got a whole. I'm gonna call you when we get off this. When I get off this live, I'm sure gonna call you and have it out with you, Cams. We gonna have a whole conversation. We gonna have a whole conversation, Cams. We gonna have a whole situation when I call you, and you better answer the phone. I don't give a shit how hungover you are. You know I keep a few vials of anthrax over here just for situations like this. We keep some vials of anthrax, and I've been now. In addition to my anthrax, I keep some strychnine and I keep some white phosphorus. Just saying, because if the anthrax don't do it, the strychnine might get you, or the white phosphorus might get the job done. Listen, Tan Mom is running for Senate in the great state of Florida. She's running as a Republican now. Rick Scott, Senator Rick Scott, is the incumbent Republican senator, but she's trying to primary him. It ain't gonna happen. Let's just be clear. he just went on record um uh endorsing Donald Trump instead of his own governor death sentence. But that's the whole situation. But Mama was in the hospital. She's back. She was in the hospital, but she's back on the campaign trail. Beating the streets of Florida. Um, she was in the hospital, according to TMZ. She had a very risky surgical procedure, but she said she is getting back on the campaign trail. She said that according to them, she was admitted to a hospital in Boca Raton last Monday for bypass surgery to remove a stent separating her pancreas and her liver. Yeah, that sounds serious. They said she had it previously inserted because of her pancreatitis. Um, um, when doctors removed it this time, her organs had major swelling and caused a ton of pain. The doctors are also saying that they discovered gallstones stuck in her liver during the surgery. And she's going to have to go under the knife again in the future to address the gallstones. Baby, it look like you got a whole lot of other issues. Baby, running for the Senate against Trick Scott don't seem like the right answer. She does look like a corpse. She does. Like she doesn't look like a real person. Hey D, what's going on? If y'all wasn't over there this week having a good time on D's YouTube and Instagram, watching all of his costume changes for Halloween, you missed the whole treat because D gave us a whole lot for Halloween as he always does. Shout out to it's me D. Anyway, but according to her campaign manager, she's filming a new campaign video next week with Dr. Miami, who they said did her makeover in the reality series Tan to 10. I didn't even know she was on a reality series, child. Not giving cadaver realness. Baby, they say she doing a whole campaign video next week with Dr. Miami. Baby, y'all don't see her. Mama say she is fine as wine. Baby, she's auditioning to be the new host on Tales from the Crypt. That's what she auditioning for. Y'all just don't know it. Mama is auditioning to be the next, host on Tales from the Crypt. If you need her, if you should need her. I low-key thought it was a man dressed up as a woman. I didn't know it was a Ted Bob child. Child. Gee. Gee. Mm. She actually looked jaundiced in the top picture. She ain't gonna be happy till she kill herself off. In other medical news, Michael J. Fox says that he almost lost his hand in an infection. And Michael J. Fox has been very open and honest. He has Parkinson's. He has Parkinson's. He's been very open and honest about his medical diagnosis, prognosis, and where he is medically. And but he came out recently, said that his health problems, are becoming dire. That his health is really starting to fail. He says, quote, "My hand got infected and then I almost lost it. It was a tsunami of misfortune," unquote. And he had an interview and he spoke candidly about his health. And he said, frankly, he says, quote, "One day I'll run out of gas. Certainly, if I were to pass away tomorrow, it would be premature, but it wouldn't be unheard of. And so, no, I don't fear that," meaning death. So he's very honest, said, "Listen, I understand I only got a certain amount of time left. And listen, at some point, the time is going to be up. It's going to run out." I'm just saying. Not that she look like one of the moms off Doug. I'm not doing this. We trying to have a serious moment about Michael J. Fox, and then just compare to Lady to one of the moms on Doug Funny because they was all different colors. Wasn't Doug's friend orange or one of his friends? I'm not doing this with y'all. Mm-mm. Or Patty Mayonnaise was orange, something like that. Y'all, I can't keep up. I cannot keep up. I'm not doing this with y'all. Moving on. Y'all are stupid. So listen, y'all are terrible. Y'all are terrible, and I love it. I love it. So listen, that is if you don't, I didn't know who she was either. Okay, that is an actress. Her name is Bree or Bray TC or TC. Baby, I don't know who she is. Okay. But on Friday, day before yesterday, it was Miss Mayonnaise. She was quite that child. The fact that you know exactly who it is, Cams. On Friday, she went on Twitter and announced that she had had sex with Michael B. Jordan. And baby, the people proceeded to dog walk her. Baby, they drug mama through the mud. One person replied and says, "Here goes the major attempt to go viral and become trending, shaking my head." Another person said, "Let's congratulate her on being an adult and having consensual sexual relations with another adult. Why is this even a thing?" Laughing my ass off. Somebody else said, so have I. Big deal. Michael sleeps with everyone. Somebody else said, didn't she also marry Johnny Football? Listen, mama just wants some attention and y'all ain't giving it to her. So if her sliding Michael B. Jordan's maker stick into her box is what gets her viral, she'll take it. Any publicity is good publicity. She's supposedly currently dating um America's walking maker stick, Nick Cannon. Allegedly, she's dating him, and she says that she don't think he would mind if she dated other people or had sex with other people, as long as she never quote disrespected him. Baby, we don't care. You trying so hard to be relevant. You white women, y'all love doing this shit. Y'all love trying to attach yourself to black meat and black peen to try and make yourself um relevant in the black community or in pop culture because all things black are making headlines in pop culture now. I think attaching yourself to a black peen helps you get that done. Y'all will do it. I don't care about her or her infatuation with black peen. Who's calling me? Mm. Anyway, moving on. Um, why won't my why won't that turn on? Okay, wait. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. I had to make sure that was right. All right. But yeah, her infatuation with black people, girl, we don't care. Girl, go somewhere and find you something to do with your life and existence. I'm not doing this with you, Cams. I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you. In other news, speaking of Dr. Miami, so DC Young Fly, was commemorating the the first birthday of Jackie O since since she passed away earlier this year. She would have been 34. and he put out some stuff on his social media. He just recently, I believe, lost a sister or something like that. He lost a sister or someone earlier this year. So he's had a stint of multiple deaths. I think it's like 3 or 4 people very close to him have passed away in the last year or so. So I know it's probably really tough. We want to keep him in prayer as he is dealing with the grieving process of the death of his wife. We're praying for him and his family. Moving on. In good news, let's change this up. Get some good news in here. So last night, yesterday, I should say, I believe it was yesterday, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony aired, and we saw our 2 queens that were inducted. Shaka Khan was inducted. Missy Elliott was also inducted. I need y'all to tell me your favorite Shaka Khan song and your favorite Missy Elliott song. So my favorite Missy Elliott song is, I don't know if I have one favorite. I have a couple Missy Elliott songs that I love. I love She's a Bitch when you say my name. Talk road, look my way. She's a bitch. Oh shit. Oh, that was my shit. My other song by Missy is I'm a smooth chick. I'm a cool chick. I got gas, don't make me use it. Oh, that was my shit. Them 2 songs right there, bitch. I don't play around. Them 2 songs right there, I'm a smooth chick. I'm a cool chick. I got gas, don't make me use it. I'm gonna shake my ass down to the music. Ow! That was my shit right there. 1 Minute Man is one of my favorite because that Trina verse when Trina say 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Hell no, to please me, you gotta sleep in it. Ow! That was my shit. Now by Shaka, it's so many Shaka songs. Through the Fire is always gonna be there. Her version of My Funny Valentine is my favorite version of My Funny Valentine. Let's be clear. Her version of My Funny Valentine, it will always be my favorite version of My Funny Valentine. Do you love what you feel? Ah, cause I love what you do to me. Do you love what you feel? Oh, listen. When she was with Rufus, listen, Shaka didn't fuck off. Shaka used to holler at it. Listen, it ain't a good Shaka Khan song. That ain't B. Carter. If Shaka don't holler at some point during that song, it ain't a good Shaka song. I'm just saying, Shaka go at some point during the song. Shaka go holler at you. I need her to holler at me. If she don't holler at me, it's a problem. Because I'm looking for Shaka to holler. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Tell Me Something Good is a bop. Sweet Thing is a bop. Like, she got a lot of hits. I'm just saying. We talking about some good quality music here. You hear me? Some good music. Good music. Listen, do you love what you feel? Listen. I wanna dance all. I wanna dance all. I wanna dance all night. All night. That is a jam. Soccer Tell Me, yes. That was a good. Missy did do Soccer Tell Me. Missy got a lot of fucking hits, y'all. People sleep on Missy. Missy got a lot of fucking hits. Don't fuck off with Missy now. Missy got a lot of hits. I'm just saying. Between Missy and Shaka, baby, listen. A whole lot of hits there. A whole lot of hits there. A whole lot of hits. So we celebrate our queens today. We love them. They should have been in. It's a whole lot of other. It's a whole lot more of our queens, our beautiful Black queens that should be in there, and we hope that they get their flowers as well pretty soon. I'm just saying. I even like when Shaka do collabs, because Shaka do a collab too. Remember she did the collab From Set It Off, though I'm missing you. Although uh, I find a way. It was Shaka, Gladys, Brandy, and To Me I. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So shout out to our queens. We love the hell out of them. Love the hell out of our queens. Just saying. So the walking milk dud with the big P. Say what you want. Chad Johnson could get something from me. I'm sorry. He can get something every day of the week, twice on Sundays. Anyway, so Chad Johnson went on Shannon Sharp's show and tried to walk and tried to drag Keith Lee because Keith Lee and this whole Atlanta situation, which listen, Keith Lee been doing this for a whole long time. And just because he told you about the fuck shit and fuckery that is Atlanta restaurant, and there was a whole big blow up and skirmish only in Atlanta and nowhere else should tell you the problem is Atlanta and not Keith Lee because Keith Lee been doing this all over the country. The only place where people got to get death threats and people got to have people drag them all over the news and all over social media is when they go to Atlanta and tell the truth about the fuck shit in Atlanta restaurants. Anyway, he went on this whole tirade talking about, oh, you should be bringing down black businesses. You shouldn't be talking about black businesses, which is the dumbest shit. You know, you hear people say stupid shit like this all the time. Oh, if you black, you can't talk bad about black people. Oh, you can't criticize. Wait, what? If the shit is horrible, it's horrible. If it's bad, it's bad. We're not just gonna sit up here and just lie just because you black. That's no. That's not how this works. Baby, he said his daughter got on the phone with him and dog walked him and said, hey, we are Team Keith Lee over here. And Keith Lee be helping the community because Keith Lee did a response to him and said, bruh, see, Keith Lee, he tried to be real godly and godlike and Christian about it. God bless you. You're entitled to have your opinions. But who the hell are you? he, he, he did dog walk Chad Johnson. Now, he drug Chad Johnson. Now, he did dog walk him, but he did it real Christian like and real, he tried to be real cool about it. But if you break down what he did, he drug him. Like he basically, in a nutshell, said, "Bitch, who the fuck are you? You don't know what the fuck I've been doing. I've been helping people all over the country. Who the fuck are you all of a sudden gonna tell me what the fuck I need to do? Shut your bitch ass up. This ain't your lane. Stay the fuck in your goddamn lane." That's basically what he told Chad Johnson. His daughter came right back behind him and said, "Yeah, Dad, you don't need to talk about Keith Lee. He's doing the Lord's work out here. He's doing good things, and now he's backpedaling and pussy popping. He be backpedaling and pussy popping all the time." But see, this is why you shouldn't go on social media and start flapping your gums about shit you don't know shit about. You didn't even go out there and try and see what was what. You were just reacting to what a couple posts you saw in social media and really had not gone and done the real work to know truly what this man was about and what this man was doing. Sit your ass the fuck down somewhere. Listen, if it's not talking about, and I don't even know that I trust all your commentary on football anymore because we remember the end of your career. Nobody wanted you. Nobody wanted any parts of you. You wanted to stay in the league, and the league told you, "Bitch, your skills aren't good enough anymore. Get the fuck out of NFL." So I know you want to go. I may or may not welcome your commentary on football, but that's gonna be about it. That's gonna be the long and short of all of the commentary we want. Leave the food criticking to the food critics. Leave all of these other topics that you be wanting to chime in on. Baby, food is definitely not what you need to chime in on. Your favorite restaurant is fucking McDonald's. Anyone who tells me their favorite restaurant is McDonald's and they go to McDonald's every day because that's their best restaurant on earth, I don't want to hear anything you have to say about food. Get the fuck away from me. Moving on. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is a rapper by the name of Burner Boy or something like that, an artist. named Burna Boy. Now he's joining the long list of these artists that want to be on record telling us, oh, I decided I wasn't going to do this because of this. I turned down this gig because it's such as we don't care. You don't need to tell us what gigs you turned down and why. We do not care. So he wants us to know that he turned down a $5 million gig um in Dubai because of the weed laws in Dubai. Um he said, quote, hustle make you know hustle make you no go fall of a Burmo. Just now I turned down Dubai money, 5 million, not small thing. Cause me, I know they like today go where they know greed me smoke. It baby, I can't make it. I can't read this. I can't. I'm trying to read what he wrote, and baby, I can't do it. I just can't. Let me translate. He said if he can't go there and smoke, he ain't going, even if it is $5 million. So what that tells me is, sir, if there's something that you tell me that you can't stop doing for $5 million, that means you have a nasty addiction. If you tell me, even if you say, hey, I'm gonna smoke one, because I'm sure you, if for $5 million, I'm sure you're taking a private jet over there. You couldn't say, let me fire up a good one on the way there. I'll fire up a good one on the way back, and we'll be good. You couldn't even do that. You decide, oh, I can't smoke at all during the whole time there, then yeah, I can't go. For $5 million, you know how much weed you could have bought in the aftermath with that 5 million to make up for the couple of days? Because I'm sure you weren't gonna be there a year, a couple months. It's probably was just for a few days. And for a few days, if there's anything you tell me you can't stop doing for a few days because you just that hell bent, baby, you got an issue. You got a problem. Even the great slut that I am can give up having sex for a few days if it's gonna give me $5 million. Listen, and I don't care how much money you tell me you got. Even wealthy people gonna tell you $5 million is still $5 million. And if you're gonna give me $5 million for a performance, baby, they're gonna take that every day of the week, twice on Sundays. Now, I shudder to believe that it was $5 million. I feel like there's some hyperbole slipping in here because I don't believe. Now, Xavier, come to the front, Xavier. I need your help on this, Xavier. Is this guy like one of those big global sensation? Because I believe he's from Africa. Is he like big global sensation like the bunny guy? What's the guy name? Bad Bunny. Is he like big like the Bad Bunny guy or Beyonce? Because you know they gave Beyonce like $10 million or something like that. They gave her a couple million or whatever to go on over there. That's what I wanted. I just want to know. I know he's probably one of the global people, but are they giving him Bad Bunny money and Beyonce money to go perform? And even if they is, even those people are gonna tell you for $5 million, I'm going. But I feel like it probably wasn't $5 million. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And even if it was, once again, back to my original argument, why you even talk? We don't care. You wanting us is like the African version of Bad Bunny or even our version of Usher. Okay. So you're saying that he could, you know, get a $5 million gig to Dubai. Got you. Um, like, bro, first of all, you telling us that speaks volumes to the addiction that you have. You have a problem. You have a serious problem. And I'm not saying money is everything, but there's a certain level of addiction, or you really got an issue if whatever your vice is stops you from Um, or they say if it cuts into your profession, your career, if what you're doing stops you from, and I'm not saying he's not being successful or whatnot, but if you that hard up for weed that you say, oh, I can't take a couple days off because my stinking ass is out, want to smoke every hour on the hour, and I'm gonna turn down $5 million. Good, I'm not here for it. You got to send me some, Xavier. Send me some of it. I said I'll listen to it and see what it is. I don't know him. He might be a really big star. Like I said, there's a lot of global stars that are way, stratospheric in their global reach. We're very anthropomorphic over here in America. If it ain't on our charts, we just don't give a shit. But sir, $5 million is $5 million. I don't give a shit who you are. So the guy on the right. Some of you may or may not know the guy on the left. The guy on the right is our perpetual president, the Honorable Barack Hussein Obama. The guy on the left is former mayor of Detroit, Kwame Kilpatrick. Now, why are they side by side? I'm glad you asked. You're not going back to Dubai because of my child. You know what, Tracy? I would have loved for him to say, I don't want to go to, I turned down a gig in Dubai because of their laws and practices that they have. They're too stringent with some of their laws and things like that because of some of the political unrest there, because of some of their beliefs and ideologies. I turned it down. Okay, yes. But you telling me because you didn't want to give up smoking, girl, fall back. So Kwame Kilpatrick is upset. He is out of jail now. He is out of jail. But he's upset because he said President Biden, not President Biden, President Obama should have pardoned him. Good, let me read this. Ex-Detroit Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick seems to be harboring some negative feelings toward Barack Obama. The former politician shared his disappointment in the 44th president recently for opting not to get him out of jail following his felony convictions. Kwame Kilpatrick, 53, shared an old picture of him sitting with Barack Obama, writing, quote, "Throwback Thursday, me and..." What just happened? What? Hold on, y'all. See what just happened here. I don't know what just happened. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure. Let me get my I'm just there, y'all. Oh, what just happened? Get that back up. While I'm getting that back up, y'all can take this time to hit the like button. Take this time to hit the like button, y'all. Share this out. Let the people know we're here. Make sure somebody put in the members only chat that we are live. All right. Let's get this back up and functioning like it should. Oh, we getting there, really. Don't worry. We gonna get there. We gonna get there. So on his social media, he puts me and the future prez. He reposted an old picture of him of Barack Obama back in 2007, where he said at that time, me and the future. Oh, really be. I also sent you the link, really be, because I am going to talk BravoCon in a little bit. We do have a segment on BravoCon. So if you want to come up to talk BravoCon, really be, if you up to it, you can. I sent you the link if you want to come up and talk some BravoCon stuff. Anyway, I'd love for you to join me. So he said in the old post, he said, me and future prez chilling in the mayor's office back in 2007. We supported each other. He helped me with a fundraiser in Chicago, and I did the same in Detroit. I thought we were real cool. End quote. Then he went on to say, but he sure left me locked up in that cell. Things done changed. It's cool. It was meat for the master's use. The Lord moved President Trump's heart, and now God gets all the glory. Thank you, Lord. End of quote. Let me tell your stinking ass something. You were sentenced to 28 years in jail for all types of. Now, we're not going to go down the grocery list of shit you were charged with, Kwame Kilpatrick. You are not the person that is the one that Barack Hussein Obama should be pardoning. There's a whole lot of people on the list of people who may have a case by saying, hey, he should have pardoned me. You ain't one of them, Kwame Kilpatrick. I mean, I'm just saying. The things that you did when you were mayor, the crimes that you committed as an actual elected mayor and politician was extraordinary. You were sentenced to 28 years in jail, but you wanted the president to just forgive all of that and just pardon you because y'all took a picture. And at the time that y'all took this picture, that was before Barack Obama knew all of the fuck shit that you had did. That was before any of us knew. And when and left to yourself, you would have loved to have kept all of that shit on the silent and quiet and nobody know and kept it real inconspicuous. But the shit came out, your ass went to jail, and I don't blame Barack Obama. See, what you want him to do is the fuck shit that Donald Trump did was, oh, you're a criminal, but you my boy, so I'm gonna just get you out of jail. Fuck the fact that you have committed a crime. Screw the fact that we have a whole criminal justice system that worked and did its job and locked your trifling ass up. But you owe me this get out of jail free card. Thank you, Sean. If you go back, we ought to do a whole expose on the shit that Kwame Kilpatrick did. Because Kwame Kilpatrick was way out of order. Kwame Kilpatrick was way out of order. And there were a lot of people, not just Barack Obama. You ask a lot of people. Now, Sean, I'm glad you're in the chat, Sean. Sean is a graduate of Florida A&M University. Go talk to all of the people that went to school with Kwame Kilpatrick at FAMU. All of them have distanced themselves from Kwame Kilpatrick. Nobody that was aligned with you on your rise to, power, Kwame Kilpatrick wants anything to do with you anymore. So for you to call out and single out Barack Hussein Obama as if he's this horrible person that turned his back on you, get the fuck out of here, Kwame Kilpatrick. This is why people don't want nothing to do with you anyway. Nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. We ain't gonna let you get off that easy. Nah, bruh. Listen, Xavier, we would have to do a whole expose on all of this shit because there's a lot of shit that he did before he became mayor. Like it was out of order. It was out of order. It was completely out of order. Exactly, Sean. His family was disgraced. Everybody that was backing him was disgraced. Sir, you were completely out of order. So for you to try to call out our president, Barack Obama, get the fuck out of here. We're not here for your fuck shit, Kwame. Go somewhere. See, what you need to be doing is you got your get out of jail free card. You need to sit your ass the fuck down and try not to be noticed because the more you talk, the more people have to pay attention to you. And now we got to go and remember all of the fuck shit and foolishness that you was involved with. Bruh. Bruh. That ain't it. Exactly, Envy. Nobody went out here windmilling for you, talking about they did you wrong. Child. He went out of his way to harm the black community. He did. Like it was real. We'll have to do a whole for a lot because a lot of people may not be up to speed on Kwame Kilpatrick. That's what I understand. I know people who went to school with him, Sean, and they say even in undergrad, he was a whole piece of. Try, don't get me started. We'll have to do a whole expose on him. A whole expose on him. We were at FAMU at the same time. I was an incoming freshman. He was a senior SBI. Interesting, Sean. Interesting. Like he was a whole piece of work. A whole piece of work. Just a mess. Just a mess. Just a mess. But we gotta move on. But we ain't got this type of time to be going back and forth with you, Kwame. In other fuckboy news, that right there, y'all know him. That's Xavier's boo thing. Xavier, you gonna come speak up for your boo thing right there? That would be NBA Youngboy. NBA Youngboy is out here complaining, saying he is depressed and losing weight due to being on house arrest for the past 2 years. Sir, you thought that you were going to commit this crime, right? You just believe, because you were convicted of gun charges. You was out here wild and free and reckless, out here parading your guns, thinking you were, like a lot of young people think at the time, like they are, laws don't apply to them, like they're oblivious to the legal system, like they're untouchable. And then you had some money with it. You had some hits on the charts or whatever. You thought you was untouchable, and the people said, bring your ass over here, let me sit you down for a while. And then your great lawyers got you house arrest. They got you house arrest. But now you over here complaining, oh, I'm depressed and I'm losing weight because I was on because I have to be on house arrest for 2 years. What about the people that's actually in jail fighting off booty bandits, fighting off, levels of depression unthinkable, in jail without any freedom? What about those people? Because you have the luxury of your home and all of the amenities afforded to you in your multi-million-dollar estate. But you complaining, oh, I'm depressed. Oh, I'm losing weight. Sir, go to fuck the hell. Go all the way to fuck the hell. Like, what did you think was gonna happen? You want all the red carpet rolled out for you? You're a convicted felon. Go all the way to fuck the hell. Go all the way to fuck the hell. We do not care. If you want, you could literally, you have the money and means to hire a therapist that can come meet you at your house to help you work out and talk through this depression. You have the money and means, because you're on fucking house arrest, to have whatever food imaginable brought right to you at your doorstep. You have the money and means to say, oh, I'm on house arrest. I'm going to turn the whole basement of my house into a whole club, and me and my closest friends going to bring the party to me. What the fuck are you complaining about? Go with God. We don't care. Suffer. Moving on. I have an update. Now, remember a couple months ago, we reported on Celine. We were very concerned about Celine and her well-being because we just didn't know what was going on with her. And she was real sick. Remember, they said she may never sing again. She was looking real sickly. Well, she was spotted at the Katy Perry concert. And I just wanted to show this picture because, like I said, we were very concerned about our girl Celine. Very concerned. And so just I like the fact that at least we can see her and know that she's still with us in the land of the living. and she ain't out here, you know what I'm saying? Um, you know, wasting away. Because she was looking bad at one point, and I was real concerned. But shout out to Celine. Now, we don't know if she's ever gonna be able to sing again. That's still up for debate. But at least we can see her, and she looks fairly she looks fairly healthy compared to the last time we saw her. Shout out to our girl Celine Dion, one of the greatest voices ever. One of the greatest voices ever. So y'all, let's unpack this fuck shit right here, y'all. So that's Azalea Banks, Lizzo, and uh, uh Busta Rhymes. No, Ella, she doesn't have an eating disorder. She has an actual medical disorder. I forgot the name of it, but it's affecting her singing. Ella, yes, she was diagnosed. She has an actual disorder. I can't remember the name of the disease, but it's she had to cancel all her tours, her residency, everything, and they say she may not ever be able to sing again. Like she has an actual disease, so we're praying for Celine. So that's Azalea Banks. That's Lizzo. That's Busta Rhymes. Good. Let me read this to you. Oh, Jesus, God of mercy, God of love. Listen. Oh, really, B? If you're still in the bushes, really, B, and you want to come on and talk BravoCon, now is a good time. I think BravoCon is right after this. I think BravoCon is after this. If it's not after this, it's coming up close real soon. All right. So, Azalea Banks. Thank you, Volvo. Volvo came out the bushes. Shout out to Volvo. It's called stiff person syndrome. And it's an actual disorder that she has. Yes. So she issued an apology to Lizzo for her past remarks about her physique. And she said, quote, I was having a conversation last night and I realized that I owe Lizzo a huge apology for popping so much shit. And she said, so she wanted to apologize to Lizzo. After that, Mama said, oh, I got time today. She then decided to go in on Busta Rhymes. She then decided that Busta Rhymes was going to be the person that she goes in on. She said, quote, if hip hop will let a 55 plus year old severely overweight Busta Rhymes who exhibits major signs of anabolic steroids abuse, steroid abuse, adrenal gland failure, and constipation, and will allow him to have a face full of blackheads and acne from what appears to be testosterone shot abuse, all whilst drinking Molly water in 2023 and wearing cartoon-like neon yellow fake gold slick Rick chains, we have absolutely no right to be trying to skewer a young black woman for anything. End of quote. Show us Azalea Banks on the doll where Busta Rhymes hurt you. I just want you to show us. Don't they have like a song together or something? I thought. Show us on the doll, Azalea, where Busta Rhymes hurt you. Baby mama pulled out the medical journal. She talked about him having anabolic steroid use, adrenal gland failure, constipation. Where's Janae? Janae, come to the front of the class, please. Come to the whiteboard, our medical expert, Janae. Can you verify or give some validity and accuracy to all of these claims? She said the man has a face full of blackheads and acne from testosterone shot abuse. She said that his steroid abuse has caused him adrenal gland failure and constipation, blackheads and acne. Girl, she is going in. Can we verify, Janae, all of these, this medical diagnoses and prognoses that Azalea Banks is given to one Busta Rhymes. Now, I ain't the biggest Busta Rhymes fan, let's be clear, because he just says some horrible things about the LGBTQ plus community. But I'm just saying, hey, Harold, you just gonna roll up in my class later, act like we don't see you, Harold? Are those some of the symptoms, Janae, of anabolic steroid use? I don't know. It sounds about right. I thought it just shrink your testicles and your dick and stuff. I don't know, but Mama had some hope for him. Let me bring my. I think I saw Really B come up. Okay, let me see. Okay, there goes Really B. Okay. Hey, sis.
Well, hello.
How are you?
Hey, can y'all hear me okay? Can everybody hear me okay?
I
I
can
was
hear
having
you.
some issues last night. I don't know if it's StreamYard or if it's my computer. Somebody told me that because I upgraded my internet, but somebody left a comment saying that it might be my computer because if I upgraded my internet, maybe my computer can't handle whatever. They got real technical about it.
It may be time for a new computer.
This computer is not that old. Oh my gosh. I feel like I done bought 3 computers since I started doing YouTube. God darn.
Girl, I understand
Shit.
totally. So, but yeah, Azalea Banks, go sit the hell down somewhere. Y'all say hello to my sis, Really B.
Hey y'all, hey everybody. And let me say this, and I, you know, I'm not defending people making anti-LGBTQIA comments. However, I'm gonna just a peachy bit defend Busta Rhymes because I think his negative comments of the LGBTQ community come from a place of pain. You know, his ex-wife left him and became a lesbian. So I think his might be coming from a personal place. And I'm not saying that makes it okay, but I just think that might be his pain.
Okay.
Again, I'm not saying that makes it okay. I'm just saying that, you know, his might be coming from deep in his throat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He might wake up in the middle of the night thinking about that.
Okay. Windmill in the air.
You know what I'm saying? You know.
Girl, so we had Bravo Con. Can we say shout out to Alexander Rogers and Chris Diggs, who been all over BravoCon?
They are all over BravoCon, and I ain't mad at them.
It. I ain't mad at it. I'm so happy for them.
Alex is having the time of his life.
Listen, when he asked, what's her name? Haven't you had 10 houses in the 10 years? He said, my name is Alex Diane Rogers. I fell out right there. I knew it was all downhill from there. Baby, listen.
When they let him have the mic, I knew it was down here. I said,
you knew it was coming. You knew
nothing
it was
good is going to come from this. But one thing I will say that I love about Alex is Alex stands in his shit. Like, he is messy. Like, he didn't get down there and get starstruck and awestruck. No, he stood in it. Like, he's like, this is who I am. And I respect that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. He knew he had his moment. He understood the assignment and executed. Full execution.
Absolutely.
Full execution.
I want to go to BravoCon, but BravoCon, I was saying this the other day over on my channel. When the thing about BravoCon is the same as like, well, a lot of these cons, you know it's coming. It's kind of like when you know that Beyonce is going on tour for the Beehive. You'll understand this analogy to the Beehive. You know that a tour is coming, and so you just got to start saving your coin because you don't know when. You say, okay, she dropped the album. We know a tour is coming. She hasn't toured. The Panorama is over. She's going to give us a tour. And you just got to be ready when they announce it. You just got to have your coin. So you know BravoCon is coming. But you just don't know when they're going to drop it. Because I think when they finally announced the dates and that tickets were going on sale, like you literally had 3 days to get your money. So if you didn't already, and BravoCon is not cheap. If you didn't already have the money, it was a scramble. And that was a scramble I just wasn't going to be a part of this year. But I think I might want to try to go next year, especially down to this in Vegas. You can find cheap accommodations in Vegas.
You can. Yes, you can.
You know, you can eat cheap in Vegas.
Unless you do it like I try to do some years around my birthday, and my birthday is New Year's Day.
Oh no, it's never going to be New Year's.
So you ain't never finding nothing.
Now I'm gonna tell you what I did do. The first time I went to Vegas, I went with a group of friends. We went that week between Christmas and New Year. So what happened was we got there on December the 26th. So the first two nights we stayed at a hotel. I forgot. I mean, no, I'm not forgot, but I forgot how much it was. But we stayed at the Monte Carlo, and the prices were like really, really, really reasonable. And then that third night, we moved to the Excalibur because the rates were starting to go up at Monte Carlo. So we went to the Excalibur, and the rates were like really reasonable. But that next night, we were leaving the next day. But that next night, like all of the hotels' prices tripled.
Mhm.
So if you go, I mean, I know you want to be there on your birthday, but if you go that week before, the prices are really cheap right after Christmas and right before New Year's. So if you space it out, you're only gonna be paying a lot of money like that last night.
Okay. Okay.
At least that's
Something
how it
to
was.
think
Now, you know, things changed. That was my first time in Vegas.
Mhm.
I mean, that was years ago. I've been to Vegas about 5-6 times. So that was my first time in Vegas. But yeah, you're right. Now there's certain times of the year that Vegas
Yeah.
is gonna be expensive. And right now, football season is gonna be expensive because
Yeah.
of the Raiders.
Well, but the Raiders ain't going nowhere. They just fired the coach, so you know.
Well, but that's what I was going to say. I was going to say now, if you plan it during playoff season or something, you're good. But during the actual
Because
early,
this is the
especially
Super
early,
Bowl in Vegas this year.
yeah, the Super Bowl is in Vegas
Yeah.
this year, so you might, yeah, this year wouldn't be the year to do it. But
Right.
if you
Girl.
if you plan it like December, the other thing too is this is a good time to go to Vegas because it's really not there. It's good weather. It's that it's well for
It's
me.
not too hot.
For you, you'll probably still have on your mittens, but it's
Don't do
good
me.
jacket weather. It's
Do
good
not do
jacket.
me. But Tracy said the 3-day ticket sold out within hours. Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And those 3-day tickets were in the thousands. I'm not thousands. I'm exaggerating. Hundreds. I'm exaggerating. But you needed to have about $1,000 ready because you didn't know. You had to be at your computer when the tickets went on sale, and you had to have your credit card ready. Like it wasn't none of that play. So I'm
I
not
do
saying
like Mama Girl on Swarm getting you a new credit card just to buy your tickets. Child, a mess. So Bravo Andy, first of all, let me say this. Bravo Con, if you try to take away anything substantial from Bravo Con, the problem is you because they really, really a lot of times the stuff that come out of BravoCon, they really just be trying to. They do a tremendous job marketing. They be trying to sell a pipe dream. Well, a lot of the stuff they say, a lot of stuff you can take with a grain of salt. A lot of it's just for marketing. Like this whole thing with Andy saying, "Oh yes, Real Housewives of Atlanta does need some tweaking." What does that even mean, Miss Cohen? What does that even mean?
that means that he knows he's listening and that there are going to probably be some changes. I think that's his way of getting the fan base ready for something to happen. Now, what's going to happen?
But then in the next interview, you see Kenya and them saying, "Well, we don't know what's happening. They ain't told us nothing yet."
They don't know.
But no, and you know this better than me. Aren't they getting ready to start filming?
Maybe.
Because it's already November.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say this: ever since the pandemic, the filming schedule has been off for all of the franchises. So what we
remember
is no longer like when they used to film there, because remember the Real Housewives of Atlanta used to come on during the holidays. And I remember because we would always miss an episode for Thanksgiving, the Sunday after Thanksgiving, and the Sunday after Christmas, we would always get a break because they wouldn't show a new episode because they knew they couldn't really compete with that holiday weekend. And it was always Atlanta. So the schedule is off. Like we've had, Beverly Hills had to take a pause after last season because of how bad it was at the end. New Jersey took a pause. Salt Lake City, they rushed.
But my thing about it is, even if that's the case, if I go based off this past season, they were filming during the holidays.
Right. They were
so
filming.
What I'm saying is, it's getting kind of late in the game for them to not know what the hell is going on.
Well, see, here's the thing. Here's what a lot of people don't know about when they film these shows, and I'm not talking about the peach holders, but a lot of what they don't know is they don't know how they're going to be edited. Meaning, like we saw last year where Kenya was like, "Well, I filmed this scene and I filmed that scene, but it wasn't there." Like they really did phase Kenya out a lot last season, and I don't think that was by accident. No, calm down. But what I'm saying, I'm just going back to your comment about whether they know or not. They don't know. They show up, they film what they're told to film. They really don't know. And I have not heard anything about filming. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Candy does come back. She just did her dungeon show last month. They probably filmed that. But I have not heard of any other events or anything where they may be filming other than Candy's dungeon show. I haven't heard anything else.
Well, maybe we could go next year to BravoCon.
I want to
But
go.
we don't know when it's gonna be though.
BravoCon is on my to-do list. DragCon is on my to-do list. Those are two things I definitely want to do.
I know what I need you to go to, really be. I
What?
need you to go to like Miss Black Universe or Miss Continental.
Wow.
I think you and Emmy, as much as you may think DragCon, and I'm not saying DragCon will be good, but if you go experience one of those big pageants like that, you have the time. Listen,
I don't know if I would. I don't. Let me say this. I don't know if I want that to be my first pageant experience because I don't know if I would enjoy pageants. So I would mind. I would go to a pageant, just like going to a ball. I would go to a pageant, but I don't know if I want it to be like that because I don't know if I would like it. So I don't want to spend that kind of money and investment, and then I get there and I'm not enjoying myself. That's a lot of money to invest.
knowing you, trust me, you would enjoy yourself because it's not just the pageant itself, but all of the fun and events surrounding just the pageant itself. And then when you go there, the whole production that these people have is really a good time. Like I don't know anybody that I'm that I know that I've gone with, or I know they're going to be like, "Child, I just did." It's always like, "Girl," and these are people who, because before I first went, I never liked pageants, didn't even like shows. I would go to the club and they would do the show, and baby, I would be at the bar, get me my date for the night, and not be in the fuck bothered because I did not like shows. But the first time I went to a one of the big pageants, I was drugged there by my, against my own will. And had the time, I had a great time, and had to go again.
Speaking of which, I got a bone to pick with Ty. So the next time you
listen, I got a few bones to pick with Ty.
The next time you get Sinead Dixon's ass over here, I got a bone to pick with him.
We all got a bone to pick with him.
How dare he drop a single and not tell nobody so we can help him?
Exactly.
What the hell is wrong with him?
I could have been playing it over here on this good channel.
I mean, and don't get me
that
wrong,
was what, about 2-3 weeks ago.
I love to see he's doing big things over there, but use your resources, sir.
Matter of fact, I talked to him like the day before I saw it drop, and this bitch ain't even tell me. I said, I know the fuck. I just got on the phone with this hoe. Baby, when I tell you I was dragging out.
And you should, as you should. But yeah, so okay, back to BravoCon though. Back to Bravo. Because I agree with what you're saying that this is a great marketing. Like whoever came up with the idea of BravoCon, I hope they got a raise because this has been the best thing to happen for Bravo. It just is. It is. You're right. To have all of the Bravo celebrities in one space where people could just run into them at the restaurant, in the elevator, in the hallway, to see these panels, to be able to promote the shows and drop the trailers and talk about what you have coming up, and for people to be able to sell their items, except for She by Sheree, but that's another conversation. For people to be able to be in a space to be successful, I just think like I said, whoever came up with that is just they should have got a raise. I don't know.
Did anything of consequence come out of not DragCon?
Now, I do think
that we know.
I see. Here's the thing about BravoCon. What you have to do is don't pay attention to the production. You got to pay attention to the side story. So, for example, last year's BravoCon is when the story broke that Monique and Chris Samuels were separated. Now they tried to save face and they tried to make it, switch it up and make it look pretty. But ultimately, that is when we found out that they were living separate lives, right? This year we found out that Kyle used the word divorce. Now they've been talking about, we're separated. We just hit a rough patch. We're working through it. But last night she used the word divorce. Now it might not seem like a big deal, but there's a big difference between separated and divorce. So now everybody's jumping on.
Also, you see how Silas and Jasmine dropped the news about their baby right before the start of BravoCon.
So did Dr. Nicole. Dr. Nicole from Real Housewives of Miami. She announced that
She
she was
sure
pregnant
did.
this week.
You sure? All right, she sure did.
You know, so
Child.
you know, that article about Bravo came out right before BravoCon. I mean, that's not an accident.
Of
I want
course.
to say this too, and I heard you saying about what Andy, the comment Andy made about Nene. I really need people to pay attention to see again. It's not what's said; it's what's not said. They asked Andy, could he see Nene, and he said something to the effect. I'm paraphrasing, but he said something to the effect of, because the question was, can you see her being a peach holder again? And he said, well, me and Nene have a great history. We did a lot of things together. I definitely would love to see her back on Bravo in some capacity, the way he worded it. And then the person reiterated and said, yeah, but as a peach holder. And then Andy sidestepped the question and said, well, Nene asked me a while ago to keep her name out of my mouth, so I'm going to respect that. And he never answered that question. Y'all, let it go. She's never, ever, ever coming back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Would they entertain bringing her back on the show, like in a Watch What Happens Live or a reunion? Maybe she would do an Ultimate Girls Trip. Yeah,
Right,
maybe.
or maybe she could do
She's
like
not
you know how
coming
they
back
did
to
Portia with the wedding specials. Maybe she
Yeah,
could do something like that where they could see what the numbers and demographics are, but like something real small like that. And if that did, what needed to be done, then maybe not in Housewives of Atlanta, but maybe something else.
and the
You
only
know,
caveat I'm going to put on my statement, because it never, ever, ever is a strong statement. Only caveat I will put on that is, remember, her lawsuit is not over. They are still in mediation with this particular lawsuit. It has not been resolved. The only caveat I put on that is if in the settlement, because I think they'll end up settling this with her at some point. With the settlement, if the settlement allows for her to be back on the network, then that's my only caveat. It's kind of the same thing with Monique and Netflix. When they settled, Netflix was like, all right, girl, we're gonna go ahead and give you your damn special. Which I don't know how many people watched, and I don't know how much money she made off of it. She probably would have been better off taking the low ball bid from the beginning, but I digress. I ain't about to go down that argument again. So I could see maybe that being my caveat, but just as a mending fences, I just don't see that happening. Yeah. Let me see. Any other things that went on at BravoCon? I mean, we verified that over at the Real Housewives of New Jersey. We verified that Margaret and Jackie fell out, and they spoke on that a little bit. But again, I'm really surprised we didn't get the trailer for New Jersey this weekend. I know we got the trailer for Vanderpump Rules.
Is it already time for New Jersey?
They're done filming.
Oh wow!
I
saw something came out. I didn't read the headline, but I saw something. Teresa's what's Teresa's brother name?
Joe.
Joe said something referencing this season, and but I didn't look at it. I need to go back and look at it, but I did, because I was thinking about making it a story for today, and I just didn't get around to it because I was rushed for time. But I gotta go back and look at that.
I feel like we'll get New Jersey like around February. We have Dubai. They've been done with Dubai. I don't know why it's taking them so long for Dubai. Dubai's been done filming for months. And
they've been gone for a minute too.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the holdup was with Dubai. Yeah, we got that confirmation that Lisa and Ayan fell out during season 2 of Dubai, but that didn't really shock me. Their relationship never seemed as solid as they pretended it was anyway. But so they fell out. Yeah, I'm not sure when we get Dubai. I feel like we're going to get Dubai. We're going to get Dubai, Jersey, in I'll say midwinter. I feel like February-ish we'll start. I think we'll start. I think we'll get those trailers end of the year, beginning of January maybe, and then we'll get an air date. I think probably, like I said, around February. I feel like it, because right now they really don't have the space. I mean, we're sort of filled up with housewives right now. We have Real Housewives of Potomac, we have the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, They're in
which
mid-season,
is
so
tonight. My review will not be out till probably tomorrow. If I get to it tonight, I will. But child,
yeah, we have Real Housewives of Miami. So currently right now we have 3 housewives shows on and Married to Medicine, which they just kind of lumped that in. So I feel like and Beverly Hills. So we have Beverly Hills, Potomac, Miami, and Salt Lake City. So we have 4 housewives shows and Married to Medicine. We're probably not going to get another housewife show. Like I said, Salt Lake City will be over by the end of the year. We're in episode 8. They'll probably be doing their reunion at the beginning of January, I guess. So I think that's when we'll see the trailer for either Dubai or we'll probably get Dubai before New Jersey. Because like I said, Dubai has been done. I'm just not sure why it's taking them so long, but Dubai has been done for a minute. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know, but all of the schedules are off. So yeah, Atlanta should start filming. You're absolutely correct that they should start filming.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know. I
But
do
you got
think
to
that
sign contracts and all that kind of stuff.
well, I do think that the delay has something to do with whatever changes they want to make. I do think that's what the delay is about. I absolutely think because you're right. They should have started filming, but I do think that they're trying to figure out how to shake it up. I don't think they want to get rid of. I don't think they really want to get rid of. See, for as much as people don't like Kandi, and as much as people think Kandi's boring, blah blah blah. What we can't take away is Kandi's fan base, and I don't think they're willing to risk losing it. If Kandi voluntarily walks away, that's one thing. Them firing Kandi, I just don't know if they want to take that risk. Because for as much as people talk about Kandi's boring, and also remember, Old Lady Gang is coming back. Kandi and the gang is actually coming back, so they kind of can't fire Kandi.
Baby, they're gonna drag Old Lady Gang. Baby, after Keith Lee, baby, the way I will definitely be reviewing that again because I'm telling you, the people are gonna watch and they're gonna be dog walking Old Lady Gang, and I'll be right here for the dog walking because I dog walked them the first season.
Yeah, I mean Kandi, with Kandi coming with Kandi and the gang coming back again, people have to remember Kandi's relationship, her business relationship with Bravo. So I don't know if Kandi goes anywhere. I just don't know. I could see Kenya getting fired. I mean, I know people love Kenya, but Kenya, they phased her out last season, and honestly, she really didn't have anything to bring to the table. She this divorce is dragging out.
I don't see them bringing back anybody except Lamone. I don't see them bringing back anybody except Kendi. That's the only person that I can see them saying.
They're going to bring back Drew. They're going to bring back Drew because Drew has the divorce storyline. They're going to bring her back. Whether you care about the divorce storyline or not, they're going to bring her back because that is her storyline.
God help us.
I hope they don't bring Marlo back. She brings nothing. I can't do nothing with Marlo.
Nobody else brings anything. Nobody else.
Yeah. Gold medal as T affectionately calls her. Gold medal's not giving me nothing. I mean that's great. I'm happy for her.
Ray don't give me nothing.
But she's giving me nothing. I just don't know. I think they want to tweak Atlanta. I just don't know if they think. And now they got a lot of positive response to the reboot of New York, just bringing in all new people. I wouldn't be surprised if they're toying with that idea of just bringing back all
I'd love for that to happen, but like you said, I don't know if they'll give up that Kandi fan base.
Well, anyway. Here's the thing: if they can get Kandi to sign off on it and endorse it, which means
that would make sense for Kandi to sign off on it, and now she has Old Lady Gang, so she's not at a total loss.
Listen, maybe that was the deal because remember, Old Lady Gang was canceled. Maybe the deal was I'll walk away quietly if I can get A, B, and C, and maybe
because Drew wasn't at BravoCon, so.
Just because Drew wasn't at BravoCon don't mean that Drew ain't coming back. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but her not being at BravoCon might be something because we haven't heard from Drew at all. Drew has been radio silent. She hasn't really been making any waves. She hasn't been saying a lot, and maybe she just isn't in a space. I don't know because Drew was supposed. You know what? That's interesting because I know for a fact, Drew was supposed to be at BravoCon, and I know. I can't really reveal my source, but I know somebody that talked to Drew, and I know for a fact Drew was supposed to be at BravoCon because her sister was going to go with her. And I know for a fact Drew was supposed to be at BravoCon. So the fact that she wasn't there, there might be some tea there. I'm gonna have to reach out to
She
my
might be on
contact.
tour with our girl as her opening act, Candace.
Well, I know she was going to do some shows with Tamar, but again,
No, not with Tamar, with Candace, as Candace's opening.
Candace was at BravoCon, so
I know.
yeah. But
Anyway,
now,
listen, we got to move on. I've been on BravoCon too long.
That might be some tea because I know. All right, I got to reach out to my person. Because I know for a fact she was supposed to be at BravoCon. So the fact that she wasn't there now, there may be some tea there, but I don't think the tea is that she's fired.
Also, so my panel for House Skanks and Potomac is this week, right? So it's on my channel this week. You coming on with me, Darren, and Medusa?
When is it?
Tuesday.
What time? Like at 8?
Yeah. Make her come. Oh, that didn't come out right. Oh, God.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Wow. Okay. I'm
Oh.
gonna give you a hard maybe. Remind me. You know my memory, El Teddy. Just remind me.
I know. I will remind you. Don't worry.
Because I'm gonna do a live review tonight of Potomac. I'm gonna do a live review tomorrow of Married to Medicine. And then I got
but you also got the Whether or Not You Like It panel tomorrow night.
So if I'm not done talking about it, look, if I'm not sick of talking about them hoes, if I ain't sick of talking about them hoes, I'll be over there. I love y'all's panel. So, but yeah, I do think things come out of BravoCon, but it's not the stuff that's manufactured. I mean, like you said, you got to pay attention to what people say and how people answer questions and the evasiveness of things. But you're right. It is some of the
sideline journalism.
Marketing tool.
I think some of the sideline journalism renders much more information than the stuff on stage.
Absolutely.
When people be on the side asking them impromptu questions that they wasn't prepared for, and they let a little bit of stuff out.
Right. When they don't have the prepared answer and they're caught off guard and they kind of say the things like Robin getting booed at BravoCon, I think that's an important thing for Bravo to pay attention to. Like, remember Lisa Rinna got booed last year at BravoCon. Lisa Rinna ass ain't come back. Now she say she quit, but I think it was a mutual decision. That's important. That's important to understand. Not understand, but that's important to see all of these different things that happen. What are some other things, some other side stories that went down at BravoCon? Something else I saw.
Listen, budgets waits. I'm already getting my voice. My voice is coming back after homecoming, but I'm getting ready to do my my singing for the two twins. Not the twins, but the two children of Satana. Hurricanes. Trust me, I'll be ready by the time the review comes. I'll start, get some hot lemon or a hot toddy.
Okay. Oh, you made me miss my thought. I mean, you made me forget my train of thought. So listen to what I'm listen to this, y'all. I know this is conspiracy theory 101, and I might be going left, but walk with me down this road, y'all. Walk with me down this road.
Okay.
We were talking about Kandi a second ago, right? And I said maybe there was a deal made. Maybe they will reboot Atlanta, and if they can get Kandi to sign off on it, right? They get Kandi to sign off on it. Be prepared. And I could be going down a road. If Kandi Burr signs off on it, and she did make a deal with Bravo to bring back Old Lady Gang and maybe EP some other projects and things like that, don't be surprised if they do a fresh reboot of New York. Don't be surprised if we see either Riley. Atlanta. Don't be surprised if we see either Riley or the other daughter, Todd's daughter.
Interesting.
Now, Riley's in law. Riley's in college, but I think she's in her senior year. And then Todd's daughter moved back to Atlanta, and she's in Atlanta and she's working. Don't be surprised. I'm not saying we would. I'm just saying don't be surprised if Kandi
or maybe a spinoff with those two.
No, not a spinoff. I'm talking about if they.
I don't see how they will go on Housewives. They're not married to anybody in America.
Sorry, go down the list of how many housewives are
Well,
married.
that's true too. That's true. That would be true. You're right. You're right.
I mean, go down the
You're
list.
right. You're right.
Giselle ain't
You're right.
married.
You're right.
Giselle ain't married. Hell, Robin
You're right.
wasn't married.
You're right. But I just
Yeah.
feel like they wouldn't be. I feel like they're out of the age bracket for the housewives.
What age bracket are they out? If they're trying to go younger and they're trying to reboot it, I'm not saying that. I'm
Well,
not
no,
saying that
if
they
they got a
don't
whole
support
cast
them.
of 20 somethings,
Todd's daughter's
maybe
in her
early 30s.
but Todd's daughter's in her mid to late 20s.
That's what I'm saying. If they got a whole cast of 20 somethings, maybe early 30s with them, then I'm here for it.
Well, budgets and weights, I agree. I don't find Riley interesting. I don't think Riley would be a good. I'm not talking about what would be a good match. I'm just talking about if I think Candy would find a way. Because again, if I'm Candy and I know that I'm in a power position, why not? I don't know.
We'll
I don't
see.
know. I'm not saying they will, you guys. My brain is just thinking how Candy thinks. Candy is smart, and Candy's gonna find a way to, oh Lord, not the sugar spice.
What?
On that note, I'm dropping back.
Listen, ma'am, I need you to come on Tuesday. Hello.
I said it. I gave you a hard.
I wouldn't do you like that. I don't do you like that.
What do you mean? Don't do me like what? What are you talking about? I'm missing football right now to be here for you, sir.
And I love you for it.
Okay, and I gotta go because I haven't listened. Don't tell me nothing. I haven't finished the game, so I gotta go. All right.
Okay.
I will talk to you. Love y'all.
Love you
I'll
as
see y'all
well.
tonight. I'll see y'all tonight at 9:10 on my channel to talk about this premiere of the Real Housewives of Potomac. I know El Teddy calls them Potomac. No,
Potomac.
You call them Potomac? Okay. All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye, Gary.
Bye, you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was my big sis. That was my big sis. Really be. We love her. We love her. And with her exit, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary gender conforming members of our audience, it is now time for your Sugar Spike segment.
You see, this is the part that I like.
Major Sugar Spike.
So long, well, I want to fight. That he gave, his only begotten son.
Major Sugar Spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major Sugar Spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
It's time for our Sugar Spike. Monk Chip Homecoming was great. I don't remember large portions of it, which means it was really great because I was really inebriated and imbibed. But it was great. Great. So, in our first Sugar Spiky moment, listen, in the middle, you have Governor Glenn Youngkin of the great state of Virginia, but he's not the topic of conversation. That young lady on the right in the orange is the young lady that we need to pay our attention to, okay? Who is that? That is Virginia State Representative Tara Durant, who's running to be a state senator. Get this story. She says that in June of 2020, she and her daughter were accosted by an angry mob of Black Lives Matter activists who surrounded their vehicle and assaulted their car. She then, this is what she said some time ago. She's now running for state senate, right, against the Democrat Joelle Griffin. And she says that she called the police who told her there was nothing they could do. She said that, these Black Lives Matter activists surrounded her car and accosted her and her daughter and assaulted her car. She called the police, and the police said that there was nothing they could do. She then says, quote, I got in politics a few years ago because many of you know my story, that my personal safety and the safety of my daughter were threatened. That has been the key issue in my campaign because we saw what became of the defund the police movement, end of quote. Right. But now that she's running for state senator, oh no, the people say, yeah, let's look into this. So there's a whole new investigation on this from the Huffington Post, and they are suggesting that, wait a minute, this story ain't all that you making it out to be, sweetheart. There's more than meets the eye. So the Huffington Post, let me read this. The Huffington Post obtained police records and interviewed protesters who were present and found that Ms. Durant may have grossly exaggerated what occurred. According to documents obtained by the Huffington Post, police records characterized the protest as peaceful. In fact, records show that there was a car being aggressive toward protesters in the same location that she says her car was. The 911 call obtained by the Huffington Post goes even further. In the call, Miss Durant threatened to hit protesters with her car. According to the Huffington Post, one person did get on the hood of the car, but it was a 13-year-old child who wasn't affiliated with the Black Lives Matter protests at all and was in fact reprimanded by the protesters. According to the Huffington Post, also, Ms. Durant then tried to bring charges against two teenagers for assaulting her car, but they were thrown out since one of the people wasn't even at the protest. The other protester was found not guilty. Ms. Durant's campaign did not respond to any inquiries from any publication, including the Huffington Post. But election day is Tuesday. The news is getting out, and her opponent is certainly making it known that, because she said this is the whole catalyst for her getting into politics, and we find that it all was some made up shit with some Karen trying to make up a story about the evils of the angry Black people when the Black people ain't do nothing to her. And the one person that did allegedly assault her car wasn't a part of Black Lives Matter, and the Black Lives Matter people was the actual people trying to get the person off your car. And you were the one saying that you just wanted to run over the Black Lives Matter people. Girl, she's a whole fucking mess. A whole fucking mess. But this is what y'all got going on. Another Karen. A fucking mess. A goddamn mess. In more sugar spiky news. So, as we have been unpacking the life and history of your new Speaker of the House, Michael Johnson of the great state of Louisiana. So, we've come to the history of this alleged black son that he has. You see this picture on the left? That is Michael Johnson and his wife Kelly, back when they were newlyweds and stuff like that. They've been claiming for years that they adopted this poor black boy whose name is Michael Terrell James. Now, what do I always say? Whenever they give you first, middle, and last name, what does that mean? We got a criminal on our hands. Now, they've been alleging the whole time when he, climbed the ranks in the Louisiana legislature and ultimately became a member of the United States House of Representatives. Oh, this is our son that we adopted. Come to find out, they never adopted this young man. Michael Johnson met him when he worked for this non-for-profit organization that helps high school and middle school students, and he met the young man. He met Terrell James when he was 14. What happens is Michael Terrell James becomes homeless at the age of 16, and they just let him come in to stay with him, and then they went and filled out paperwork to become his legal guardian because he was homeless and didn't have anywhere to stay. So Republicans now are side-eyeing him and dog walking him, right? Another Blind Side story where the white savior comes and saves the little black boy who wouldn't be anything except for these white people, right? So when he was running for the U.S. House, an interview came out where he said, listen, my two sons are different. I have a black son and I have a white son, and my white son life will always be different from my black son's life. That's just the way America is, and that's just the way it was. And so members of his own caucus and alliance are dog walking him because people are replaying that interview and saying that he sounds like a liberal. He sounds like somebody woke and trying to make it like there are two different Americas and that black people are treated differently from white people. And he's trying to walk back those statements, right? Now it's also coming out that now they're trying to drag the black son down the drag him because he has a whole rap sheet. He's been arrested several times. Now, Michael Terrell James is 40 years old now, and he has a long rap sheet. He's been arrested. I ain't gonna say a long rap sheet, but he's been arrested a few times, and they're trying to distance themselves. Michael Johnson is from Michael Terrell James. And now they're admitting, oh, no, we never really adopted him because they're trying to distance themselves from this black boy who all the while was your adopted black son. And now we come to find out the truth. You never adopted him. You never, child. It's just a mess over here. That is y'all Speaker of the House. But you see what's at play here, right? When it was convenient for you, you have this little black boy that you took in as this white savior because all black people are looking for white people to come and save them. Now that your own people are dog walking you, you want to distance yourself and have nothing to do and come out with the truth. Oh no, we never adopted him. No, we were just trying to do right by him and show him that there was a better way. But the evil black boy just couldn't learn because they're inherently evil and they're inherently bad people. A mess. A whole ass mess. This is what y'all got going on. I might have to do some more unpacking of this situation. We ain't got that type of time because we spent a little too much time on good BravoCon with my sis. But y'all see where that's going. Now the people are saying that they don't buy none of this story. They say it's gonna be some more that comes out of this story with the black son. I promise you, before it's all over, we're gonna be done did a whole nother expose on Michael Johnson and his black son. A mess. This troglodyte right here, who is she? Oh, let me tell you about this whore. This is law clerk Crystal Clanton. She's a law clerk for who? Who? Clarence Thomas. hmm So she's being dog walked because people have found some of her hateful tweets and hateful text messages that she sent people. Let me read this to you. In 2017, the New Yorker revealed that she had sent a friend a text that read, quote, I hate black people in all caps. Like, fuck them all. End of quote. There were other messages that were sent when she was in college where she confirmed, which were confirmed by the Washington Post. Now she done told the New Yorker, quote, I have no recollection of these messages, and they do not reflect what I believe or who I am. And the same was true when I was a teenager. Really? Really? The text messages, however, were sent when she was 20 years old. You weren't a teenager at that time. But she managed um, to be a law clerk for Clarence Thomas. In addition to that, she was living with Supreme Court Associate Justice Clarence Thomas and his wife Jenny at one point. She also obtained clerkships with two federal judges following her law school stint with one with Judge Corey Mays and the other with Judge William Pryor. A mess. What is surprising, though, is that in 2022, a federal judicial panel ordered that an investigation be launched into her past. The two judges she worked for, the two federal judges that she worked for, argued earlier this week that the panel didn't have the authority to demand an investigation on her. Justice Clarence Thomas, who is, you know, our resident fucktard, also defended Crystal Clinton's past. Listen, here's what Justice Clarence Thomas said about her. I know Crystal Clinton and I know bigotry. Bigotry is antithetical to her nature. End of quote. He's insisting that she's a victim of defamation in his estimation. A mess. They're going to protect her whiteness at all costs. She's just our newest initiate and pledgee in the great fraternity Kappa Kappa Kappa, if you should need her. A mess. Why do we think that Judge Clarence Thomas would do anything to call out her racism and bigotry? In an update, remember earlier last week, we told y'all that this young man, Wesley Bell, decided that he was going to run against our girl, Cori Bush. Well, he's decided to drop, he's decided not to drop his, he's decided he's going to continue on. People have asked him not to run against her. He has decided, come hell or high water, that he is going to that he was going to run against her no matter what, instead of running against Josh Hawley to unseat him. No, as a good Democrat would. You think it wouldn't be that hard to unseat Josh Hawley? No, he decided to set his sights on our good girl, Cori Bush. Now, the update was that there were some people pressing him not to do this and to continue to run against Josh Hawley. Mm-mm. Bruh says, fuck you and fuck your life. I'm running against Cori Bush because I have no dignity and no respect for black women across this country. And so instead of running against a known white racist, bigot, and discriminatory individual, as a black man, I'm going to set my sights on a member of the squad, our queen, Cori Bush. A mess. A mess. A whole fucking mess. We'll keep you posted. And the Democrat, and now you have a lot of Democrats that was telling him not to, but you have the establishment Dems telling him go ahead with it because they don't want no parts of Cori Bush because Cori Bush is a progressive. And y'all know how Democrats feel about um, progressives. The primary is in August. We'll see where this goes. I'll keep you posted. I am going to say programming note. Oh, that shouldn't be there. Those are old. Programming note. Tomorrow is the day before an election, so we will have a politics of it all tomorrow, and so I will break down some hotbed races around the country as Tuesday is election day, and so we will have a politics of it all tomorrow. We'll spotlight some races that we are concerned with around the country. Look forward to that tomorrow. So back to our video breakdowns. We have a video breakdown today that when I saw it, y'all, I immediately cackled. I said, I got to bring this to my people. Listen, y'all, put a 27 in the chat if you watched the show Martin, loved the show Martin, and are a fan of the show Martin. Please put a 27 in the chat if you're a fan of the show Martin. See how many fans we have of the show Martin. Chat. All right, so we got Martin fans here. Okay, good. Girl. You. Hey, Yana. Hey, Cora. You. If you are a fan of the show Martin, get a load of our video breakdown for today. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. When I saw that and I was crying laughing, because you can't tell me that what Martin and Pam fighting that mysterious animal that we couldn't figure out what it was. That was Martin and Pam. You saw at the end when she was punching. Girl, you saw at the end when she was punching the cat. Like Pam and Martin was punching the little. Girl, we got to see it again. Girl, hold on. Right, and that ain't no damn puppy. Oh God. Oh God. Listen. Oh God. Y'all got me crying over here. Listen, when I tell y'all, I saw that shit and I was over here dying laughing, y'all. Dying laughing. Listen, I don't know where the cat came from. I don't even know the backstory behind the cat. All I know is it just reminds me of that episode when Martin and Gina was going to get married. Would they get married or were they on their honeymoon? I think they was going to get married. And girl, that animal girl. Well, we know that's a cat that the lady is fighting for. We don't know what that was on Martin, honey. We don't know what that was, honey. Yeah. We got to watch it one more time. Because Mama, Mama went over there and started punching that damn cat. Po cat. Listen, that was the honeymoon. Okay. I couldn't remember if it was the honeymoon or the wig. Yeah. One more time. Listen. Hey, BAMJ. Baby, the way it would get me every time, and the way Mama kind of fall over, damn near fall down, trying to fight this damn cat. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, that gave me all the life I needed today, Lord. Lord, that gave me all the life I needed, honey. Oh, child. That was our video breakdown of the day, y'all. Listen, can y'all put in the chat what year? Okay, next is in the year. Listen, that was fun. That shit had me dying laughing, honey. Dying, honey. It's time for end of year. What year are we doing this year? Lord Jesus God. What year will we be doing this year for end of year? Oh, that was a good video breakdown right there, honey. Baby, listen. That fall when Mama fell and stumbled and almost fell to the ground. Trying to fight. Mama went over to that door, just started tagging. Ooh, y'all got me over here dying laughing. Yeah. Y'all say 1980. I think we did 1980. 2019, 1987. Look at my boy Jason. Jason hit it right on the nose. The year is 1967. Shout out to Jason. Jason, the winner goes to Jason. The year was in the year 1967. That is our year this year. In the year 1967, Thurgood Marshall was confirmed and took the oath of office to become the first Black Supreme Court Justice. Clarence Thomas becomes the first Supreme Court Justice. That is also the year that John McCain, who would later become senator, had his plane shot down, and he was over there in I think that was Vietnam, and was a prisoner of war. And people always want to know why his arm is like that. He had broken his arm and his leg in the plane crash, and they ended up having to send him to the hospital. And the way they set his arm in the cast, they didn't set it properly. They set it improperly, so when it healed that way, and that's why his arm was like that, because the Vietnam people, because he was going to die. Only reason that he probably made it out was because his dad was in charge of the whole Navy delegation that went over to the Vietnam. His dad was in charge of the whole Navy. His dad was a Navy admiral and was in charge of the Navy defense over there at Vietnam, and his grandfather was also a admiral in the Navy as well. So he comes from a military family, and so they kind of used John McCain, I should say, because of who his dad was, and they say that's one that was instrumental in him being freed and stuff like that. Now his arm was bow leg. You know what? You ain't shit, Yvette. Well, it wasn't our military. It was actually the Vietnam. They actually, when he was a prisoner of war, they actually, because he almost died because he had an infection, and they put him in the hospital, and when they set his arm, they set it incorrectly, or they set it the wrong kind of way in the cast, and when it healed permanently that way, which is unfortunate. Yeah, his dad and his granddad were real big in the army. His dad was in charge of the whole naval fleet that went over to the Vietnam. Also in 1967, this man, I can't remember his name, but I know he was a psychologist. He was a doctor of psychology. And he was the first person to ever have his body preserved in cryogenics. I can't remember the man's name, but he was the first person to ever have his body preserved using cryogenics. He died at the age of 73, and he was the first person to ever have his body preserved. We also had the first ever heart transplant, human to human heart transplant in 1967, and that was in South Africa. PBS, or what would become PBS, I should say, was created in 1967. Then President Lyndon B. Johnson had the Public Broadcasting Act, I believe it was called, and that because there was a by presidential act and then congressional affirmation, they created what became the public broadcasting, the origins of the public broadcasting system. And I forgot what it was. It was PBC. I can't. I think it was Public Broadcasting Corporation or something like that. And they combined that with the National Education Broadcasting System, and it ended up becoming PBS. The first ever Rolling Stone issue was in 1967. That's the first ever issue of the Rolling Stone magazine, right there in 1967. I did Montrez. We went back. Loving versus Virginia was went to the Supreme Court and was decided. The Loving versus Supreme Court decision came down. Loving versus Virginia Supreme Court decision came down in 1967, deeming that it was not illegal to have interracial marriage. This is 1967. We ain't said 1907. We ain't said 1867. In 1967, listen, my mama was already alive at the time. That's when it was first deemed that interracial marriage was not illegal in these yet to be United States of America. Some people think it was a long time ago. It was only 1967. This is also when Muhammad Ali had to give up his boxing title. Thank you, Monk Chip, Dr. James Bedford. Thank you, Monk Chip. When Muhammad Ali had to give up his boxing titles because he refused to enlist in the U.S. Army, he went to jail and so forth, and he lost time out of the prime of his career. Listen, freaking white people were so disrespectful. You see, they refused to call him Muhammad Ali, and they were still calling him Cassius Clay in newspaper article. They were just so disrespectful to black people at that time. But he lost time during the prime of his career. There was, and this is prior to Martin Luther King's death, but there was a lot of political unrest, racial unrest in this country, in a lot of black neighborhoods around the country in 1967. Black people had got sick and tired. You had a lot of things going on at that time. At one of the most famous ones that kind of started it and started it going all around the country was in the city of Detroit. It was the 12th Street riot. Anybody, if you're from this city of Detroit, please put a 27 in the chat if you're from Detroit. So you have the 12th Street riot, which for those people not familiar with that, the history of that, there was a after hours club that they had, and the after hours club used to take place inside of the building or inside of the office space where they had a civil rights. There was a civil rights group in Detroit, and there was a guy. His last name is Scott. I can't remember his first name, but his last name is Scott. Thank you for your membership, Cora. Cora, also send me a DM on Instagram so I can add you to the members only chat. You don't want to miss the members only chat. We have a good time over there. But in there was a man, I can't think of his first name. His last name is Scott, but he kind of ran the after hours club. So one night the Detroit police came and said that it's illegal for you to have this after hours spot. We finna break it up and take y'all to jail. That happened, and let me give you a little more backstory. Okay, a little more backstory. This was during the time where white people were leaving the inner cities, and there was the Great White Flight, and they were moving toward the suburbs, and black people were moving to the inner cities, and you started to see these concrete jungles that started to appear. They started to push a lot of the interstate highways through a lot of the inner cities. White people got out of the inner cities because they didn't want to be around these new interstates that will bring a lot of traffic and noise. And they started putting black people there and displacing a lot of black people. And they started building housing projects that could house a large number of people in a very small space. And so black people were fighting against that. They had a problem with it. And then there became over policing of black people in those housing projects areas. And black people began to fight against that. And there were less resources that were being given to. They started to move black people out of some of their traditional black neighborhoods. And a lot of those black neighborhoods that were thriving and alive during the 40s and 50s and things like that, they started to really over police those areas. In some cities, they would drive they pushed the interstates through them, and so by eminent domain displaced a lot of black people. And in other cases, they just started over policing these areas. So black people started to fight against this and not like the over policing by white police forces. Couple that with, we're in Detroit. Okay, so that's the backdrop. We're in Detroit. The people, so we're at this speakeasy. The police officers come and say, we about to take all y'all to jail at this speakeasy on 12th Street. This happens, and a crowd of black people within the black neighborhood didn't like this, right? It took, the black people said they weren't coming out. The police said, if y'all don't come out, we coming out to get you. They started taking the black people out one by one and taking them to jail. The black people start to crowd around and say, we don't like this. So one person threw a bottle. The story goes that one person threw a glass bottle in the street and it broke. And the police was unfazed and unbothered by that first glass bottle and wouldn't stop arresting the black people. So then after that, another bottle turned into dozens, turned into hundreds of bottles. And they continue to, it continued so much so the police had to flee for their own safety. And that's where the riot started. So they started burning down buildings and, you know, it started from there. And then you started to see this type of racial unrest and riots happen in other major cities, in New Jersey and, you know, just across the country, you started to see a lot of this. and just black people started to fight back with the over policing by white police officers, them being displaced and put into these housing projects. You're talking about the influx of integration, and their segregated areas started to get integrated, and it just was it was a time period where there was a lot of unrest, and black people at that time. And you heard Martin Luther King. This was toward the end of his life. That's when all of this was going on. He gave his famous speech. Um, I can't remember the exact quote, but to paraphrase his quote, he basically said, "Riots are the voice of the unheard or the unseen." And black people, he was saying that black people's voices were unseen and unheard, and because of that, riots are their only mechanism to get any attention on them and to get people to finally hear and see them. Y'all hold on one second. I need to get my plug to make sure my battery's charged. So you got all of this going on at that time in the year 1967. You could probably go ask your parents. They'll give you a lot of information on this, but this was going on in the year 1967. A little bit of history. Here are the top grossing movies of 1967. Guess Who's Coming to Dinner is a class. If you have not seen Guess Who's Coming to Dinner with the great, I believe that was the great Sidney Poitier that was in Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. I believe. Let me make sure. Let me check who is in Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. Yes, had the great Sidney Poitier, where a white woman brought, a white girl brought her black boyfriend to dinner, and the great Sidney Poitier was in that film. If you've not seen it, it is a classic film. Here's some other in the top 10 from 1967. Here's some of the top songs of 1967. Now, this is way before my time. Hell, my mama was a little girl at this time. How old was my mom in 1967? My mom was 4 years old. So there's that. Here's some more songs from 1967, top hits. But of course, since it's 1967, we know Billboard charting isn't going to be equitable. So I had to give y'all the black charts from 1967. Here's what made top the charts in our music in 1967. Of course, our Respect by Hate Retha. Heard It Through the Grapevine by Gladys Knight. Chain of Fools, chain. Y'all see Hate Retha was real big in 1967. I Second That Emotion by The Miracles. Very good song. Listen, number 13, Higher and Higher by Jackie Wilson. I love that song. Your love keep lifting me higher than I ever been lifted before. So keep it up. Listen, y'all don't know that song. Y'all don't know that. Good stuff. Here's some more chart toppers of our music in 1967. Stand By Me, good song. You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman. Y'all see Hate Retha is all up and down these charts. Hate Retha was huge at the time. Shout out to Hate Retha. Stevie Wonder. Good stuff here. Good stuff here. Marvin Gaye was big at the time. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm just saying, this is good stuff here. All right. Good. We down to our palate cleanser. Tracy, tell your bae we have almost as many ladies in our palate cleansers today as we have men. Not as many, but almost as many. Jason, you'll be proud of me today. Palate cleansers are so good today for my lesbians and my straight men that I'm going to treat myself to crabs today after our palate cleansers. Ladies and gentlemen, here are your palate cleansers. We got a lot of them too, so let me try and get through them as quick as I can. Oh boy. Got quite a few palate cleansers. Hey boy. Listen, Hate Retha was big back then, Yvette. Hate Retha. Child, y'all know we've been calling her Hate Retha since Got to Be Real days. I'm going fast through these palate cleansers because there's just so many. Got to get through all these palate cleansers. It's a lot of. Wait, let me go back to him. Ooh, hey boy. Sorry, y'all. We do need to commission some palate cleanser music go along with the good. I need. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna get some palate cleanser music. But then I would need to have some. I'll see what I can do. I'm gonna try and find some. MVN. Cora. Also, let me not forget Cora. Welcome again, Cora, to the members section. Um, if you would, Cora, send me a message on a DM on Instagram so that I can add you to the members only chat. I could do a remix of Run Me My Cooch or Run Me My Coin. Run Me My Cooch or Run Me My Coin. I told y'all we had a Tony and Birdman are back together. Is really? That's a mess. I haven't even eaten today. I need to go eat. Real hungry. Need to go eat. Am I doing good, Jason? Am I doing good with the cooter today? Am I doing good? Ooh. Oh. Oh. Toot that thing up, mommy. Make it roll. I need to hit the damn gym. You have done well. Oh, I've done well. Okay, good. We sadly want more for Tony. She wants for herself. Listen, maybe Birdman and her work well together. Sometimes people that we think shouldn't work well together work beautifully together. If they like it, I love it. If it's good for them, it's great for me. I'm just saying. We skipping through these palate cleansers real fast, y'all. I done got hungry. I ain't ate all day, so I'm about to go get my crabs and enjoy them. If you're enjoying yourself today, you are free to contribute to the platform and add to the snack fund. Oh, oh. Ooh. Ah, that's some dark chocolate right there. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna forget Sean because I got some questions. These blue crabs down here are small. I miss. Oh, they only got small blue crabs there, Monk Chip. Mm. I'm just gonna give me some crab legs. I'm not gonna even fight through blue crabs today. I'm just gonna give me some crab legs. I got some Dungeness crab legs that I want to partaketh of. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, Jason, I'm gonna get me some Dungeness. I like Dungeness because they got a lot of meat. Well, thank you, Cora. Thank you for donating to the platform. Thank you so much. You have certainly blessed me today. Thank you so much. Where's Tracy C? Is is DeBay over there enjoying himself today? Giving you a lot of good palate cleanses on the way out to cleanse our palates. There's a lot of palate cleanses today. We've been on here 2.5 hours doing the Lord's work. Got to get out of here. 2.5 hours doing the Lord's work. Thank you so much for your super sticker, Cora. Jason, you say that's a lot of woman? It's a lot of woman. Every man wants a woman. Mama said lick to start. I see you. It's a lot of thighs right there. You say you're gonna get you something tomorrow, Monk Chip? Well, enjoy your Dungeness, Monk Chip. You're very welcome, MBN. Oh, she's pretty. Ooh. Oh. Oh. That right there is a lot of woman. That's a lot of woman. She's beautiful though. That's a beautiful woman though. All right. I believe that's the end of our palate cleansers. Listen, y'all. If you enjoyed yourself today, go ahead, put a 27 in the chat. If you enjoyed yourself today, go ahead and put a 27 in the chat. Listen, y'all, I enjoyed y'all today. We had a phenomenal time as usual, as we can only do here on my channel. We do it what we did. I know I wasn't here yesterday for Silly Saturday, but look, we brought you Silly Saturday today. So put some shondos in the chat as we get out of here. Cora, don't forget to send me a message on Instagram, a DM on Instagram, so I can add you to the members only chat. Listen, you're gonna go over there. They're gonna welcome you with open arms, and you'll have a great time in the members only chat. Hold on one second. Thank you, MBN. MBN sent the Cash App. Thank you so much, MBN, for your Cash App. Thank you so much. Listen, y'all, as I always say, we about to get out of here. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. We are, at some point between today and tomorrow, we are going to have the review for Real Housewives of Potomac. That'll be out tomorrow, sometime between today and tomorrow, as well as the tomorrow we're going to do a politics of it all live so that we can break down some of the big races on Tuesday that we're going to have on Tuesday. So we'll do a politics of it all tomorrow. Listen, y'all know this is what we do. This is Silly Saturday. If this is your first time here, thank you all for joining me. If you are a part of the replay gang, thank you for watching the replay. Shoot me a comment and let your boy know that you was here. Montrez, you enjoyed yourself today, sir? You enjoyed yourself? You enjoyed yourself? L Love, did you enjoy yourself today? Monk Chip, did you enjoy yourself today, ma'am? Monk Chip said, always a good time. Thank you. Jason, you enjoyed yourself? Lemon Kush Pepper. Jason, we gave you all you needed today. Budgets, weights. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Everybody, Cora, V Carter, MVN. Everybody, I hope y'all enjoyed yourself today. I enjoyed you all. I watch Real Housewives of Miami, but I don't review Real Housewives of Miami. Anyway, I'm about to get out of here, y'all. That's all I got for y'all until tomorrow, or maybe late tonight, whatever. I do that review. I should say until next time. That's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. Love y'all.